needed to create places where people would feel warm.
After months of navigating through rules and restrictions, Hook Hall owner Anna Valero and many others who run small businesses continue to hope for any kind of aid.
Right now, it's not about making money. It's just about how do we make sure we stay standing.
Now, almost $30 billion in aid for restaurants and bars tied to the American Rescue Plan could provide a lifeline. The possible assistance provided a big talking point during a special visit on Monday from Second Gentleman Doug Emhoff and Mayor Muriel Bowser.
This is still open now?
We are fully operational.
The two heard from business owners and hospitality workers impacted by the pandemic during a roundtable.
What would you like me to take back?
I think how tight-knit this community is.
The discussion all came the same week the $1.9 trillion relief package could be passed and signed into law by President Joe Biden. Billions of dollars in state and local aid could help areas like Fairfax County, where leaders anticipate a $300 million loss in revenue over a 2-year period.
Frankly, it's not a nice to have anymore. It's an essential.
A pandemic still bringing plenty of challenges, with business owners like Anna Valero saying the possible aid could go a long way.
Gives us a little bit of hope, especially as we think about truly being able to reopen.
Tom Dempsey, WUSA 9.